to get out, and I get about 50 feet down the road. I believe God stopped me. I'm like, should I go this way? I'm going to go dig out again. So I went back and started digging. By this point, again, I'm digging in snow. It's May, June. I'm soaked. I'm absolutely soaked. Finally, I'm like, I'm not getting anywhere. So I crawl in my Saturn. Trapped, alone, in the middle of the wilderness, with no decent way out. Stuck in a Saturn. Comfy living. Settled in with that, oh well, there's nothing I can do feeling. Crawled in the car, turned it on. I was afraid of asphyxiation because undercarriage again was covered with snow, so anything that was leaking down there was going to come up inside. Rolled down the windows. Didn't really sleep that night. Cold, wet, trapped, stuck. Ever felt stuck? And it's that kind of that feeling that Jesus had in mind. If you have your Bibles, let's go to Luke chapter 13. Luke chapter 13, verse 1. Tax collectors and other notorious sinners. And we talked a lot about tax collectors over the last few weeks. If you're visiting, tax collectors were traitors. They were considered as bad as a murderer or a thief. They were pretty horrible people in the culture of the day. Tax collectors and other notorious sinners often came to listen to Jesus teach. This made the Pharisees and teachers of the religious law complain that he, Jesus, was associated with such sinful people, even eating with them. Now, you got to understand a little bit of culture. Okay? If you and I were transported back in time, back to Jesus' day, there's a good chance that most of us would probably be Pharisees. Pharisees were the people that were really concerned with serving God. They were really concerned about the Word. They were really concerned about getting it right. They were really concerned about being in a right relationship with God. They were the people that were really good evangelical Christian people. That's who the Pharisees were. They were concerned about morality and the decaying state of affairs and morals within the young people of today. That was Pharisees. Most of us probably would have really fit in with the Pharisees pretty well. They looked at the common people and said, these people don't care about God, they don't care about holiness and morality, and they kind of look down their noses just a little bit at these people. So Jesus walks in, and he doesn't hang out with the religious leaders of the day. He doesn't hang out with the evangelical Christians in the evangelical Christian churches. He's hanging out with the common people, and they're going, this is crazy. What kind of religious leader would do this? Now, you and I look at this and we think, man, they were so stuck up. They're so messed up. And when perhaps we should be a little slower to judge. Because what would happen if you found out that your pastor or a religious leader that you look up to, a preacher or whatever, was hanging out in a gay bar? Well, I don't know, that's where they really need to be doing that kind of ministry. What if they went to a porn convention? Started up a ministry. What about if that person, that religious leader, your pastor, your teacher, your small group leader started hanging out with those kind of people? You see, we're not that much different. We've got the people that are not as good. And even in church we play those games a lot of times. You know, there's those people over there and they're not as cool or they're not as into, I don't really relate to them, I don't connect with them, and we start to make social strata and social differences between us and those people over there. And yeah, I don't really want my kids to marry. See, I understand that. I got girls. I want to be real careful who they marry. But you see how we easily slide into this same judgmental attitude that they had. Same kind of thing. We do it today. If Jesus came today, he would probably be killed just the same way he was then. And it'd be done by the church people. So we look at going, man, this doesn't make any sense, man. You're hanging out with these people that they shouldn't be hung out with. They were concerned with the justice and morality. They wanted people to be good, upstanding people. The sin, they drove them nuts. They had a saying that said there is joy in heaven over one sinner who is obliterated by God. Okay, you laugh. Or tell me you haven't had the same thought at some point. Okay, maybe not that violent. But boy, I wish that person wasn't in my life. They're such a pain in the neck. I wish that person was gone. They're such a drain. I wish that person, and suddenly you're feeling pretty good about yourself. So Jesus told them this story. Verse 3. Luke chapter 13. So Jesus told them this story. If a man has 100 sheep, and one of them gets lost, what will he do? Won't he leave the 99 others in the wilderness and go to search for the one that's lost until he finds it? And when he's found it, he'll joyfully carry it home on his shoulders. When he arrives, he'll call together his friends and his neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, because I found my lost sheep." In the same way, there's more joy in heaven over one lost sinner who repents and returns to God than over 99 others who are righteous and haven't strayed away. Okay. You're a sheep, hanging out in the wilderness with your shepherd. And you're walking along. Have you seen the running of the sheep in Caldwell? That's some great time. If you haven't, or Emmett, it's also out in Emmett. Our sheep get around in Idaho. If you haven't experienced this, you really need to see this. I mean, I don't know how you find out when it happens. It just kind of happens. But I'm telling you, it is some quality entertainment for the entire family. I was